Ladies and gentlemen, Australia have qualified for the 2026 World Cup after a 2-1 win away to Saudi Arabia in qualifying to finish off this round of qualifiers, finishing in second place in the group. And that is enough to get us through to the World Cup next year. Just an incredible effort. There is so much to talk about, so much to be excited about for the Socceroos going forward. We'd love to hear from you guys as well. What are your feelings and emotions following this historic moment for Australia and two incredible games this past week for Tony Popovic's side? This has been a truly remarkable effort that we have seen from this team. It feels like a long time now since that loss against Bahrain on the Gold Coast. Things have certainly turned around since then, and this was a big result for Australia. Heading into this game, a couple changes for Tony Popovic's side. Mitch Duke coming in to lead the line. I think a lot of us expected that. Brent Abrela, we know it's a top striker, but he was a bit quiet against Japan. Mitch Duke provides something different. The other change was Patrick Yazbek came in from the start ahead of Ryan Teague. We also saw Jason Guerrier starting in place of Alessandro Ciccardi. Another defensively resolute performance from Australia. Obviously, conceding that first goal, though, was not part of the plan for Australia, and it made things a little bit nervy. But I think we've seen a huge amount of growth in this team, and I think we know that because of how Australia responded after that goal. Our heads could have dropped. Saudi Arabia really could have gotten the upper hand there for the rest of that first half. But we stuck to our game plan. The organisation in that back five, essentially, and the four in front of them, and even Mitch Duke, who was leading the line, was working hard in defence as well. Everyone had to be on their game, and we were. And that goal in that 42nd minute, man, crucial strike from Connor Metcalfe. And how about the pass from Mitch Duke? He's gotten a lot of criticism over the years, Mitch Duke, and I've never really understood it. This was a real moment of brilliance from Mitch Duke. I mean, who had one of his best games for Australia ever. Not only that assist, but obviously getting the second goal himself, heading home the second goal early on in the second half. That moment there, that was basically the game done. It was going to be so difficult for Saudi Arabia for the remainder of the game there to make a miracle comeback and holding on to the end there. And obviously, it almost got derailed towards the end. Saudi Arabia awarded a penalty, and then Matt Ryan stepping up with a huge save. I mean, so many players here stepping up with crucial moments here for the team, and that's the thing. You know, they're all working so hard for each other. You can tell that just watching the team play. But Matty Ryan, this guy who on his 100th cap, you know, we should say as well, what a career it has been so far for Matty Ryan, and he is still going very, very strong. He's at the top of his game right now, Matt Ryan, the captain of the team as well, to save that penalty, to maintain the win. The 3 points here for Australia in difficult conditions, as they've been saying, away in Saudi Arabia. Incredible way to end the game. 2-1 win here against Saudi Arabia to back it up after the win at home against Japan. This has been one of the, like in recent memory, this has been one of the best weeks for the Socceroos in recent years. So much talk around the Socceroos over the years and the inconsistency that we've suffered from. And obviously towards the end of Graham Arnold's tenure, while, you know, there were some high moments of Graham Arnold's time in charge of the team, obviously the 2022 World Cup was a great time for Australia. It obviously was time for something new. And Tony Popovic has come in and done an incredible job. Looking at the final standings in the group, Australia finishing with 19 points, 5 wins, 4 draws, just the one loss. We've scored 16 goals and just conceded 7. We've certainly tightened up defensively. You can see that this formation that we've been playing, the 3 central defenders, has really suited the players. And it was a big call from Tony Popovic to come in and deploy that system. We've seen Graham Arnold most of the time playing with a back 4 for the Socceroos, and Tony Popovic coming in and getting the best out of the defenders and getting the best pretty much out of everyone. Look, there's still improvements to be made for Australia. Of course, there always is in attack going forward. We could probably see a bit more creativity and a bit more quality going forward. We can have no complaints after just the 2 results that we've had. And to secure our place in the World Cup for next year is, it's just magical, as always, man. It never gets old. It honestly never gets old. It was expected that Australia were going to get the job done, but to get the win as well, I mean, that makes it extra sweet. My prediction heading into this game is that we might, grab a draw, 1-1 draw, but to grab the win here as well, the confidence is going to be so high now amongst the Socceroos going forward. And exactly 1 year now to the World Cup. I'm really excited for the next 12 months for Australia leading into that major tournament, and it's going to be interesting to see, if we manage to line up some friendlies against some top opposition. Obviously, we want to make sure we are primed and ready heading to that tournament. And now it's going to raise the level of so many Aussie players now over the next 12 months, playing in the A-Leagues and playing abroad as well. everyone is going to want to be in that squad. And it feels so competitive now as well. You look at the team that we took to this tournament, and a lot of people are, complaining about the players who missed out. We're talking about the likes of Max Ballard, Nectar Triantis, Nicholas Milanovic, Noah Botic, even these younger players who are coming through. I'm sure there's going to be some young players who are really going to step up over the next season and even put their name in contention for the World Cup. So Tony Popovic has certainly got plenty of thinking to do over the next year or so as we lead into the World Cup. But hopefully we do line up some friendlies against some good teams, and we see some opportunities maybe given to some younger players to see if they can provide something for Australia. But what a moment, what a time to be a Socceroos fan, man. This is as I mentioned, certainly a highlight, I think, for us Aussie fans, and to see where Australia are heading at the moment, it's really, really exciting to see. We're matching it with some of the best teams in our continent, in Asia, and I tell you what, if we can stay at this trajectory, we saw what happened in 2022. A lot of people wrote us off heading into that 2022 World Cup. We managed to navigate that group stage situation really well in 2022, and obviously, lost to the eventual winners in Argentina in the round of 16. If we can maintain these levels of confidence and what we've got going right now over the next 12 months, have it leading us into the World Cup, I mean, anything's possible. Anything's possible. We know this is an expanded format next year for the World Cup. There is an opportunity for Australia here to do something really special. And obviously, look, we don't want to get carried away. It's a year away. Still so much can happen. Just so excited, especially with, credit to Tony Popovic as well, who has come in and again, just done an incredible job with this team, getting the best out of the players, playing a system that is clearly working, and then just getting us results. Again, like not necessarily having too much possession or shots in the game, but it is getting us results. And in the end, especially in qualifying, that is what matters. And we are going through to the World Cup. We'd love to hear from you guys. What were your thoughts on this past qualifying campaign for Australia? It is done and dusted. The Socceroos are going to the World Cup for a 6th consecutive time. And heading over the next 12 months, what would you like to see from Australia, from Tony Popovic? Would you like to see more young players given an opportunity as we potentially line up some friendlies over the next year? Would you like to see some more rotation? I mean, we obviously want to see the good results coming, but we want our football to be progressing and the quality of play just to be getting better and better as we lead into that tournament. But Australia are going to the 2026 World Cup. Guys, thank you very much for tuning in. Make sure to stay subscribed for more Socceroos content right here on the channel. My name is Lockie. Hit the like button on the way out, and I'll see you in the next one.